Guys, so today this video is going to be about do it even if you're scared. Go do it even if you're nervous. And I'm always going to support people being themselves and being unproblematic and not giving other people problems and doing their thing in the legal way. So not making problems with other people, not trying to fight other people, just trying to be the best version you can be. So like, you know, shine your light, don't dim it, be yourself, wear what you want, try on new things. I always say that I support being an individuality, expressing yourself the way that you're meant to be as an individual. So yeah, put yourself out there. I want you to put yourself out there. And thank you so much for the ones that have been supporting me and be fans of me. And like every time I post my videos, like thank you so much. It means a lot to me, by the way. Like it does, because I don't do it for fame. The fame is just something that comes with it sometimes when you stand out in your own way and you're proud of it and you're authentic and you just keep doing what you gotta do. Like even if nobody sees it or people see it, whatever, like you know what I'm saying. So put yourself out there. I saw this video from a girl, I forgot her name, but she made a video called Put Yourself Out There. So this title is probably going to be the same, Put Yourself Out There. But we have our own personality, so it's not going to look exactly and be exactly the same. But the idea of being yourself is always going to be the same compared to me and her. It's not a comparison, but I'm just saying, like, I don't copy people's styles. I get inspired and I do mine even better than theirs. Like, it's just facts. But put yourself out there. When I say put yourself out there, I mean wear what you want. When you go out, you're literally putting yourself out there. Like, some people are settled. Like, this is why sometimes you go in the crowd and you see people look basic. They look like they blend in the crowd because they don't stand out. That can be good. That can be bad. There's positive and negative to almost everything. So you gotta know what outweighs the negative so you can work into it. So put yourself out there. Like if you want to be an influencer, do your videos. Don't worry about if people think it's embarrassing. You gotta put yourself out there, and if it's embarrassing, you can have a good time and laugh about it and be like, at least I did it, at least I tried doing new things. So put yourself out there. When you go out, you put yourself out there. If you want to be an influencer, you put yourself out there. So if you want to be an influencer like me, take a camera, a cell phone. I would suggest a cell phone, by the way, because a cell phone can be like expensive, but it can be affordable depending on the brand and the type of phone, that the type of model that you get, and the camera and whatever. You can buy it from people that are trustworthy and they sell phones and whatever, business people. So I might do a longer video, but I want you to put yourself out there. And I might do a part 2, part 3, part 4. As you guys know, I always like to talk about things many times. Like I do many series and episodes because there's so much things I can say. But yeah, put yourself out there, because I know it's worth it at the end of the day to be yourself, because with being yourself, there's power, there's potential, and doors can open for you. Also with God on your side, doors can open for you that no man can shut. Like no man can shut that door. God opens that door and you are yourself. So that's going to work in your favor. So put yourself out there. It can be embarrassing, but the fact that you put yourself out there, you're making yourself known. You can have opportunities open. Because think about it, sometimes you want to do a job, you want to do a certain type of opportunity, but you're too nervous to do it. But if you don't put yourself out there, they'll never know who you are, right? You gotta show up. You gotta know that you are that girl, you are that guy, period. You can be skinny, you can be fat, you can be skinny, you can be big bone, whatever. You show up as yourself and you're proud of it, and you stand in your own like who you are. Like you are intelligent, you are smart, you're talented. So if you're watching this, I want you to get inspired. We Exoticals, we know how to inspire people in our own way. I'm a creative girl. One thing to say about Exotical space is that the space is very creative. I'm not saying other people are not creative, but we uplift each other over here. Like we try not to do drama. It can be all love over here. Sometimes we can chastise each other, we can criticize each other, but we're not trying to make drama, okay? And yeah, and we know how to like argue with people without being condescending. We just want to explain how we feel and have our own perspective be heard. But yeah, put yourself out there. I know, girl, it's something that can make you nervous. I know, because people would judge, people would criticize, but let them criticize, whatever. I know a part of me wants to say don't let them criticize, but let them criticize, because whatever. Like, be yourself. If you're yourself, if you're kind, they'll judge it. If you're mean, they'll judge it. Like, but I'm just telling you, put yourself out there. I don't support people being mean to other people, especially for no reason, unprovoked. But I'm just saying, put yourself out there. When I say put yourself out there, I mean in an unproblematic way. Be yourself. Wear what you want. Try on new things. It can be new makeup. It can be a new outfit. It can be a new aesthetic. It can be you pursuing a new dream, a new career, a new job, everything, your relationship, having a better man. If the man that you have is trash, take another man, date another man. I said what I said, period, because I'm not submitting to a guy that's trash. I'm not the only time I might submit is to a guy that's worth it. He better be worthy. He better treat me right. He better treat me as a girl that I am, like, you know, the queen that I am. Like, treat me as the prize, because I am the prize, period, and you are the prize too if you're watching this. So yeah, I have people say they like the videos that I do, and I'm so proud that you like the videos I do. Like, hey, like, I actually have good ideas, yes. But even if people don't believe in me, I try to believe myself. And that's how you hold inner peace and power, in a sense, by validating yourself, by putting yourself out there, by reassuring yourself that if you can go through this hard situation, you can make it almost in everything, and you will persevere and you will be motivated. There's many ways to be motivated. Motivation is power. People don't know that. This is why when you have a lot of hate, when you have obstacles, you become perseverant. Some people break under bad situations and circumstances because everybody's situation is different, but some people, they find a way to become more resilient, more perseverant, and their struggle, the situation that they're facing, makes them more motivated to have something better, to get something better, to tap in what really makes them special and valuable. You know what I mean? So when people wonder what makes you stand out from everyone else, your spirit, your soul, your mind, your intelligence, your beauty is facts, everything, the whole combination. Some people, this is why sometimes you walk in a crowd, you walk outside, you see people in a crowd, and they look the same, or they look like they have the same mindset or the same aura and energy playing field. Like, there's nothing that stands out from them until you talk to them. Okay, they might sound different from another person, but they blend in the crowd. Like, they don't look like a celebrity. You're not curious about what they do, what's their dream and aspiration, because you can feel that they don't have no dreams and aspirations, just walking in the crowd and being basic. Like, I'm just telling you, sometimes you can wear something that's not really like cray like visual, but people can see the way you put yourself together, that there's something about you that stands out, and you gotta stand out. You gotta put yourself out there. There's certain places where you gotta put yourself out there for you to have doors open for you, because sometimes people will be like, oh, if I don't see them, if I don't know them, then how am I supposed to give them an opportunity if they never showed up, if they didn't even try to apply for something better? Like, you know what I'm telling you? Yeah, things like that. And you can take those things to really succeed and level up and things like that, right? So put yourself out there. If you want to be a beauty influencer, if you want to be an influencer of some sort, put a camera, record yourself, put it on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, but I would say YouTube, because YouTube is so amazing. By the way, it takes time to level up in YouTube, like for you to become successful and famous, because I don't know, but it just takes time. This is why sometimes people make videos every day, and for them to see results, they gotta wait a month. But it depends on you as a person, but it depends on the algorithm. It just depends on the visibility, on how much people it reaches. And sometimes even if it reaches a lot of people, that doesn't mean you're gonna have a lot of engagement. That's a fact. So when you see that you are new to YouTube or new to other social media platforms, or you're just doing your thing and you didn't tell anyone, and they're just coming to your space and they like what you're doing, that means there's something amazing about you. And even if you don't get no engagement, there's still something special about you. There's many ways to empower yourself. So put yourself out there, okay? Sometimes you never know if you're going to be good for that thing until you try it. And I'm not saying that you have to try something to know if you're good or bad at it, but sometimes you never know how it would turn out to be if you never tried it. Just things I've done that I'm like, but then over time I got good, I got amazing at it. And let's say if you're an influencer, you get no fans, no subscribers, at least you're having fun, at least you're trying something new, at least you're being productive in a type of way, like you're not bored. You're using your boredom to do something productive, and that can bring you places. Okay, motivation, boredom. Okay, when you're bored, that can literally motivate you to do something productive. It can be read a book, it can be watching content. Watching content is not really productive, but at the same time it is, in the sense of, like, it depends what you're watching as content. Are you watching self-affirmations, baddie affirmations, how to level up and all those things? Because at the end of the day, yeah, it's good to watch baddie affirmations, good to watch, you know, a guide, an instruction on how to level up for your own situation and how to be the best version of yourself. But you can hear it, you can watch it, but are you applying it to your situation? You gotta apply it to your situation one way or another. For you to have the best results, you gotta listen to it, you gotta watch it, and you gotta freaking apply it to your own situation. You gotta take the step and the action to work on yourself. And that can be in many ways. It can be reading a book, it can be making music, having your own music career, if that's what you're really passionate about. There's a reason why some people, they do music and they're never heard about again because they don't have talent, or like people write their songs and they don't have talent. So, but you, even if people write songs for you, you know how to sing good, or you know what I mean, or let's say you're the type of person, you just hear an instrumental and you know how to sing, you know what to say, and you know how to rap or something. That's powerful. That's powerful. And you don't have to twerk, you don't have to shake your rear to be noticed and known. Like me, I don't have to twerk and shake my rear to be noticed and to get attention. That's what I like. And I am powerful because that's how powerful I am. Like, I don't have to twerk, I don't have to be ratchet and ghetto and fit a stereotype that they assume some people are in certain communities and whatever. So yeah, put yourself out there because you never know if that opportunity is gonna open for you. Like, I literally went for something and I was given an opportunity and I'm hesitant to take it, but I'm just proud. I don't know. Like, sometimes you think, oh, what if like you won't get this opportunity because other people are also striving for that opportunity. But the thing is, this is what they tell you, that the power is within you. The power is with you and God, with God and you, because God made you and God knows who you are as a person, and he knows the freaking talents. He knows the talent and the skills and the attributes and values that made you special and stand out in your own way. And those things can literally bring you places that other people cannot go easily. So yeah, you might not become a technician, but you can become a freaking nurse. You can become a doctor. You can become a singer, a dancer, a nurse. Like, this is why some people, they're just good at many things. Like, they just have a natural passion for something that they never did before, or they did long time ago. This is why some people, they cook, they're just miserable. And then some people, they cook and they just learn how to make their own recipes. Like, that's amazing. So I'm just telling you, put yourself out there, because at the end of the day, the power is you being yourself. Like, it is you being yourself, unless if you don't like yourself and you have nothing for yourself or whatever. And when I say you being yourself, putting yourself out there, like, do you know what you're good at? Like, is there things you're passionate about? Is there things you always wanted to try but you're too afraid, too nervous to do? Like, example, be a beauty influencer, be a YouTuber, be a freaking TikToker and Instagrammer. Like, putting yourself out there, like recording yourself, doing shorts, doing YouTube reels, doing TikTok videos, like joining a freaking brand, a cosmetic brand like Maybelline, L'Oreal, Dior. Have you ever felt like, okay, maybe I don't have enough qualifications, but do you have the passion for it? Are you willing to learn? Are you willing to be trained? Like, and even if it doesn't work out, at least you tried it, and at least you know that, okay, sometimes you can't be good at everything. That can happen, of course. But at least when you notice that, okay, sometimes you're not good at everything, it happens. It's something normal. Sometimes people are not good at everything, but they're good at specific things that other people are not good at because it's meant for them and not that other person, or the other person have to train and do hard work to have those things that the other person naturally have. That can be, how to sing well, you're a natural singer, like you don't really take a lot of music classes, but you know how to sing. And if you take music classes, your voice becomes better, your tone of singing becomes better, like you have a better vocal range or whatever. Like, it just becomes natural and easy, like, because that's what you like to do. You know what I mean? Yeah, so sometimes you might not be good at everything, but that's just the route. If you try something and like, I'm not saying you have to try something to know if you're good or bad at it, but sometimes that can be the case. And if you try something and you find out it's not good for you, you know what that is? That's just a route. That's just that situation, that experience is gonna tell you that there's something better for you. So, okay, you tried this thing, it didn't work out, it's okay, but you tried it or whatever. Things happen, you tried it, it didn't work out for you, you thought it was gonna work out for you. It doesn't mean you're not confident, but it just means that it might not be for you, but there's something better for you, and you will excel in that thing that's better for you. Like, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's what it is. So I hope you enjoy this video. I hope you understand, like, not everything's gonna be good for everyone. Like, this is why some people, they stick at a specific profession, a specific dream, or a specific job, because they feel or they know that's the only thing that they might be comfortable and good at, and that can be facts. But yeah, you can work in many things to make yourself be more professional, more successful, and all of those things. But sometimes it is true when they say you gotta try it to know if it works out for you. But there's things where it's not gonna work out for you. You just don't gotta try it. There's things that you're not gonna excel at, or you're not gonna be comfortable working in or being around, and like, because you know yourself. You know yourself. That's power too. If you know who you are, if you know what you're good at, if you know your qualities, your strengths, your weaknesses, it can also work on your weaknesses for it to become your strengths. But also sometimes people say if your weakness makes you so uncomfortable and you just don't feel comfortable working in that area, you can work on your strengths and just focus on that and be the best at it. And that is power. It's also power to be good at your strengths and turn your weaknesses into your strengths. You're building yourself up, you're learning, whatever, but you can also work on your strengths and that can bring you far. Because not everyone is like you, and not everyone's gonna have the same qualities and attributes as you. And there's ways to do competition in a healthy way, and the healthy way would be to work on yourself, get inspired by other people, learn from other people. Not everyone's gonna tell you their secret on how they leveled up, but to the ones that will tell you, like, learn from them, be inspired, be humble in the sense of like, don't think that you know better than everyone. I know, but you can always learn from people, like from people that are qualified, from people that know what they're about, what they know what they're in, they know the area that you're trying to get into, so they can teach you. They have more experience than you. They've been longer there than you, so you can learn from them and become the best at it. It happens sometimes when, you know, a trainer trains a trainee and that trainee becomes better than the trainer, like for some reason, like they just excel. Like the person that trained a person, they had years of experience, but when they train that new person, that person becomes better than them in a sense. I don't know, they just have more drive and motivation, but they just become so good to the point that this person that they train can train them. Cause I don't know, they learn things that more, like they learn things to the point that they become a professional, and the person that trained them is like, teach me now, teach me, cause I teach you, but like I see you learning more. Teach me, because there's things that I didn't know, but you learned, so teach me. You know, that can happen. But put yourself out there. I know something's so nervous, but you're gonna feel better. Like, I hope you feel better when you put yourself out there. And when I say put yourself out there, of course I'm telling you, put yourself out there for the things that you like, for your dream, for your passion. You gotta show up, you gotta apply, you gotta be qualified. Or even if you're not qualified, do you have the motivation? Do you have the passion? Is there a passion, a twinkle in your eye that you really want this? Because sometimes all it takes is a passion and motivation, and doors will open for you. People will see that and they'll be like, yeah, that's what I want. I know that you might not have enough experience, but the fact that you're willing to learn and train, I see it, and I'm willing to have patience, and I'm willing to really train you. Train you. Ask me all the questions you have to ask me. Now I will make you the best at what I can make you. I see the potential in you, and I'm willing to have patience, because, you know, there's times people don't have experience, and for order for them to get experience, they need to have the opportunity to have that experience, if you know what I mean. Because sometimes, how do you expect someone to have an experience if they never was given that opportunity to have that experience? You know, in certain times, you know, whatever. So put yourself out there, like record yourself, become a YouTuber if you want to, an influencer, be an influencer. It doesn't have to be YouTube. Put yourself out there, go outside, touch grass, you know, go outside, socialize with people, speak to people. That's how sometimes you get better at communication skills. Sometimes, you know, because sometimes I know sometimes people dim their light or dim their real self, or they just adjust their self to other people's environment and people around, so they don't get criticized as much and judged as much, because they know that they're different, they're special in a good way. And the minute they're actually their self, some people will have a problem with it or give them a hard time, and they just don't want to face that. They don't want to be in that situation. So in order for them to feel secure and comfortable and okay and fine, they just adjust themselves to the environment and to the people. So they're not going to talk about all their dreams and aspirations, because sometimes if you talk about your dreams and aspirations to the wrong person, when I said the wrong person, some people might not like your dreams or your passion, or they just might not like how you're a motivated person, and they might not like you. Like, so like you telling them your dreams, they can literally try to, if they know that you're depending on their validation to go where you want to go, they, even if they know you're qualified, even if they know that you will make it, they'll go out of their way to tell you that is not meant for you, because they know that their validation, you're holding their validation as something, as a way of approval for you to go for what you want to go. And so they'll take advantage of that so you don't go where you want to go, right? Because by them telling you you can't make it or you're not qualified for it, even if they know that you're qualified for it, even if they know that you're motivated for it, even if they know that you'll make it somehow, they don't want you to shine in your potential and be in your spotlight. So they'll tell you the opposite, so you stay stagnant in your situation and you don't live up for yourself. So that's why you can't always depend on people's validation. And if you depend on someone's validation, make sure you depend on a person that actually believes in you, or a person that has good intentions, a person that's naturally a genuine person that doesn't have bad malicious intents or try to destroy your passion, your dreams, and your motivation. Because your motivation, you being motivated and passionate, will bring you far. Best, and guarantee that. Like, what are you waiting for? Like, you can wait, but do what you want to do. Unproblematic. Don't make problems with other people. But when I say do what you want to do, put yourself out there. Go outside, talk to people. I'm not saying everyone's nice, but talk to some people. You'll have better communication skills, and you'll learn from another person. And sometimes, even if you feel like a person is just, you don't want to talk to a person, by talking to a person, who's nice and genuine, of course, they'll make you feel good about yourself. They'll make you have a good day. Like, sometimes when you help a person, when I say help a person, I'm not saying like you're giving them your finances and you're giving your soul and your body to them. But I'm saying, like, if a person is lost, they're like, where do I go? And you help them, you were nice to them, you're patient, you were willing to explain how to go, like, how you were willing to explain to them where to go for them not to be lost, because they're trying to go somewhere but they don't know how to get there. You helping them can literally make your day and make you feel like you're helpful. And I'm not saying you have to help people to be helpful, but it can make you feel confident. It can make you feel like you're smart and intelligent, because you literally help them. Like, they were lost, but when you explain to them how to get where they want to go, all of a sudden they're like, thank you so much. And now because of you, they're going where they needed to go. And they smile, they're happy at you, and that makes your day. Like, you're like, oh, I'm smart. I'm so smart. Like, look at me. I helped this girl. I helped this guy. And now he knows where to go because of me. Like, he probably asked other people and other people were not able to help him. But I explained it so well to them that they just know where to go now, and I just help them. Like, they probably have to go to a special event, or they probably have to go to a store, a coffee shop, who knows, but you help them go where they wanted to go. You explained to them, you took the time to explain to them, you had patience, so if they ask questions, like, you were willing to answer those questions without making them feel bad or dumb about themselves. So yeah, and you never know in the future if that person, opens doors for you, because they're like, hey, you helped me, you were so nice, so let me actually do something nice to you. Not in a like take and give situation, but let me do something nice to you. You were so nice to me. I just feel like I should be nice to you, or I just feel like I should give you an opportunity or something, Like, you never know if you help someone, if that can open doors for you. If they see you being nice to someone else, and then they're like, hey, I like who you are as a person. Like, I think you should work here. I think you should work, like, you never know. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Put yourself out there. I know it's something crazy to do, but at the end of the day, you being yourself is worth it. You standing in your spotlight, you knowing your potential, your values, what you have to bring to the table is valuable, because that can open doors for you, as I said before. So you never know sometimes until you try it. But sometimes you don't have to try something to know if you're good or bad at it. You just feel it in your spirit, in your soul, that it might not be well for you. And don't ignore your emotions. When you're in a new environment, you're around new people, there's new rules, there's new instructions, especially if you're in a new job. There's new rules, there's new environment, there's new people. So of course you'll be nervous, because you don't know the outcome, right? You don't know if, like, they'll try to make drama with you. You just don't know, like, if you'll have friends. Like, gosh, like, I'm telling you, I said gosh, not God. But like, it's just a lot of things that can be overwhelming. But like, put yourself out there. You can be nervous, but at least you put yourself out there, and that's powerful. And then over time you might get comfortable at what you're doing, and then you'll feel less stressed out, or you'll just be like, you know what, I see this thing. Let's say you try something in a professional way and you're like, this is not for me, or it's too much work, or it's just overwhelming. Okay, you can leave that job or environment or whatever for something else, and even if you didn't stay long in that environment, you can still learn something, or you can still have new experience, in a sense. Now you have something new to talk about. Now you know how they work in that environment. Even if you don't want to work there anymore, now you know how it is, how they function in that environment. So you gain new experience, new knowledge on that environment that you would never be given a chance to know if you never partaked in it. Like, example, the dentist. Okay, I am not a dentist, but I think I could be a dentist, but I'm not a dentist. And I remember I I went to a dentist and I learned about receptionists in a dentist, and I had, I guess, zero qualification of dentist because I guess I don't have a dental certificate. Yeah, yeah. Because you need to get education to be a dentist, and you need to get education, I guess, to be a dentist receptionist. Like, you need to know some sort of knowledge of dental procedures, like crowns and whatever names of certain dental procedures, and you're supposed to know those things so you can explain it to customers in an easy way, like so they can understand what procedure they're getting and what's going to happen when they get those procedures. And then you have to tell them the insurance, if they have insurance. You have to find out if they have insurance, which is kind of dumb because it's like, bro, tell me if you have insurance or not so I can see if it's your insurance can work for this thing, you know what I'm saying? um so yeah, I was given an opportunity to be at a freaking dentist receptionist for some hours, and I learned things just for 3 hours or something. I learned things that day. Like, in the dentist receptionist world, there's a computer. Well, you have more than one computer, and you have I guess, a printer, so you can print no, so you can print receipts. I was gonna say resumes. That's crazy. So you can print like customers' receipts, like if they have their dental cleaning procedure, if they got dental surgery, like or like they got straighteners to straighten their teeth. You give them a receipt, like a print, so they have an actual copy of it, so they can come back and show you that they actually paid. Or like, you never know what happens, right? Because sometimes when you go to the dentist, it can be a new person working there, it can be another person working there that you didn't speak to last week, so you have to explain to them what happened and all that. You have a receipt, it's on file, it's documented on the computer, but you also have your own documents, so they can't lie and play games that you never attended or never paid that procedure, whatever. So what I learned in the dental receptionist, there's a computer, there's computers, there's a telephone, and you can call the customer, you can text them, you can send a automatic text message. So basically the automatic text message is just like, hey, you have a freaking appointment tomorrow at this time and this day, and it's just an automatic text message that you click on and it just sends it to them. So you're not tapping it, but it just shows on the computer, do you want to send it to this person? It's an automatic formal text message that you send to a customer that has an appointment, right? So the customer might think that you actually took time to type it, but you didn't. You just clicked on the freaking text message on the computer that says, hey, you have an appointment at this time and day, and the person on the other side is like, oh, this person actually took time to type. Nah, it can happen, you can actually type, but you can also send an automatic text message to the customer to make it more easy, so you don't have to think about what to type. Yeah, so you can just get it done, and then you organize the files by names and last names and appointments and dates and all that, and what like procedure they're going for and all those things, right? Organizing files, organizing customers' names, so you know who is who. Did they attend? Did they show up to the appointment? Did they cancel it? At what time? Why did they cancel it? Are they coming back? All those things, right? It's like a lot of work, and then you're looking at a computer, like you're looking if they have insurance, you're calling their insurance to ask if their insurance can cover those things. Like, I'm telling you, I just learned a lot of things just by showing up for that dental receptionist. And when you call them, you can also read off a script as well. That's what I don't like. What's nice, but I just want to say what I gotta say, like, hey, welcome to this dentist, how can I help you, type of thing. But like, they want you to read from a freaking script. Not all the time, but majority of the time they just want you to read from a script, so it sounds more formal and yeah. Yeah, those are those things I learned. So even if you don't work there, even if you end up not staying there for a long time, I'm telling you, you just learn from that environment what actually goes on, because there's certain things you would never know until you actually partake in that environment and with the people around that work in that environment for many years and days. Is new knowledge that you wouldn't really know as a customer unless if you ask them. But I don't think they would really answer that question. Like, if you had questions about like how does it work in the dental receptionist, like they probably wouldn't answer a lot of those questions, because they're like, you're the customer, we're the receptionist, you don't need to know those information as long as we work and we help you type of energy, like, you know what I'm saying? So sometimes you just learn things by partaking in the environment, even if you don't end up working there for a long time, or you end up leaving because you don't want to stay there. At least you learn what actually goes on in that environment, and you can make a conversation with those things, like as I did, like a dental receptionist. I know some people might be mad. I was given an opportunity to be I don't want to spill too much beans, but I was given an opportunity to be a receptionist, and yeah, like I learned things from that experience. Like, you can print paper. Customers want to know if they are covered by their insurance, and sometimes a customer will tell you they don't know if they have insurance. But it's like, okay, you have a job, right? Okay, how you tell me you don't know your insurance? But whatever. Okay, let me find a way to know if you have insurance. Like, so you have to research, you have to Google. They tell you a name of insurance, you gotta Google that. You gotta find out if they cover the freaking dental procedures. You call them, you ask how much you covering, or do you cover at all, or whatever. And then if you're covered, you ask the customer, do you want to pay half of the price? Because sometimes insurance, they don't cover everything, they just cover a big portion, but you have to pay a small portion. But it would be amazing if insurance covered the whole portion. But yeah, that's rare for it to happen. And I feel like some dentists, they wouldn't allow that because they're like, damn, the customer's not paying for anything, it's just insurance. But you learn things. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'm gonna do a part 2. So basically, put yourself out there. It can be for a job opportunity, it can be for meeting new people, and yeah, putting yourself out there is powerful, because even if you're not qualified, sometimes, as long as you're yourself and you're willing to learn, and there's something special about you, you have some other qualifications that they're looking for, even if you don't fit the entire role that they're looking for. If you have certain qualifications and they see that you're amazing, they see that you're kind, you're nice, you're passionate, you're beautiful, you're gorgeous, that's gonna open doors for you. Literally, they'll be like, you know what, I'd rather pick this person over a person that's actually qualified 100%, because you look good, you look nice, and you're smart, and you're young, and it's giving that you're willing to learn. And we like teaching young people how to become professional. They might not tell you that, but some people might, but in a nice way. They'll be like, you're so young, like, and they're so excited to have you on board, because they're like, yeah, like, you don't see a really young person be in this environment. You see people from older age be here, and it would be so amazing to have a young girl work here, and she's pretty too. What the heck is going on? Yeah, that is valuable. That's a gem. And she don't fit a stereotype. She knows how to articulate, she knows how to put herself out there. She's dressed good, she's dressed conservative, she's dressed covered up. I want this on my team. I want this girl on my team. Yeah, I'm gonna change her life around in a good way. I'm gonna give her a raise, all of that. Yeah, for real. And yeah, I'm telling you, and you didn't have all the qualifications, but they saw some qualifications, and because they saw the way that you showed up, the way that you stand out, and you're by yourself, and you just showed up yourself. You so showed up, you were willing to have a conversation with them and whatever, even if you were nervous. They're like, hey, this is the one. I want this girl. I want this girl. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Until next time, bye. I hope this video helped you. I might do a part 2, but that's what it is. Put yourself out there, because sometimes you never know if you're gonna be given an opportunity. You can literally show up in places where you're not qualified 100%. They'll literally tell you, like, I don't think this role is for you, but they won't let you leave, like, in a way where it's like, they won't hold you hostage, but they'll be like, yeah, I know you wanted this freaking role, but you're not 100% qualified for it. I think you need more qualifications for it and more experience for it, but we're willing to give you something that's kind of equal. We're willing to give you something else for you to be in this establishment, but it might not be the role that you were looking for or applying for, but we'll give you something better. We'll give you something better, and we'll also give you a raise. And we want you to, oh girl, I can't believe it. Yes. And then you get the foot in the door, and then your experience starts building up at a young age. Because sometimes people, when they see you young, they think that you don't know anything, but it can happen. Some young people have experience because they probably got the chance to be in the door. So over time they gain more experience. But sometimes people might assume or judge you based on, like, your appearance. Not all the time, but they might assume that you don't know anything because you're young. But that can happen. But also, there's young people who actually have a lot of experience. It just depends. Like, everyone's situation is different, but it depends also who is looking for people. Like, who's a person that is giving opportunities? Are they a person that's just like, the minute they see someone young, they're like, yeah, you don't know anything, or they're willing to look into it deeper. So they look at your qualifications, your resume, your CV, whatever you call it. They look at your past experiences, what you partaked in, what did you do, like, what do you do, like, all those things, and then they come with a conclusion, and they're like, okay, I see she's pretty, she's just gorgeous, she don't fit a stereotype, she's not ratchet, she's a beautiful, educated, black, mixed, light-skinned woman like me, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Until next time. But yeah, it is what it is. So I hope this video helped you go for your dreams and try new things. You never know what's gonna happen. Exotical text.